recently. In it I found men that were more than bad. Men who made me laugh.
Comrades and friends, good night. Rural North, good night. Comrades and friends and those who have turned over and come back to Labour, good night. We welcome you to the opening of our party's headquarters. Tonight, comrades and friends, I want to say to you that this election is definitely going to be the most important election that many of us will have faced. Comrades and friends, it is a choice between two distinct philosophies. The UPP's philosophy is one of high taxes and no new major investment, no new jobs for the last 10 years. And this, comrades and friends, has resulted in the loss of thousands of jobs. The Antigua-Barbuda Labour Party's version is one of lower taxes and more foreign direct investment, which will result in an expanded economy and thousands of new jobs. And by expanding the economy, even with the lower taxes, the total yield will be much higher. Comrades and friends, in 2004, they promised many new investments in Antigua and Barbuda. Did they deliver? Did they deliver on the promise? In 2009, they said they would not enter an IMF program. Did they deliver on that? No, they didn't. They've come to us in 2004 and 2009 with promises, and they never delivered on any of them. Comrades and friends, that is why it's so important we don't allow them to fool us again in 2014. We can't allow for things to get any worse. Comrades and friends, tonight we have to all commit to ensure that when the time comes, we get out early and we vote them out. Let me hear you, man. Vote them out! Gaston Brown and Team Labour have promised to cut the personal income tax and the millions in waste. This we will do. But comrades and friends, we can only do this if you get out early and vote them out. Comrades and friends, they're running now to try and fix the holes in the roads. That's all right, because Gaston Brown and Team Labour, we're going to fix the holes in the economy. Comrades and friends, they promised temporary menial jobs. That's all they can give. But Comrade Gaston Brown and Team Labour will give permanent, meaningful jobs, and we will deliver. We have a huge task ahead of us, but comrades and friends, I promise you, we're going to hit the ground running. Imagine we have a tourism minister who has stated in the presence of a local hotelier that he doesn't care if he's re-elected. He doesn't care about his job. How can you expect someone who doesn't care about his own job to care about your job and the thousands of jobs in the tourism sector? How can we have that kind of mindset in charge of the most important ministry, one of the most important of the ministries, responsible for 70% of our GDP? Don't worry, comrades and friends, because come election day, the voters in rural North is going to say goodbye to John. He's going to get a Dear John letter. Comrades and friends, no more pain. You're going to vote the Antigua and Barbuda Labour Party. So let me hear it for Team Labour and Gaston Brown. Let me hear it, Gaston Brown and Team Labour. And remember, in rural North, we're going to take it to the max. Good night. God bless.
Comrade Charles Max Fernandez.